Before I reveal the dark truth, hit that like button and subscribe, because the history books burned this story, and you won't hear it anywhere else. The year was 1857. The sun had barely risen over the sprawling cotton plantation when Samuel noticed something strange. Nobody was talking. Usually, the fields echoed with quiet whispers before work began. Men and women exchanged greetings, shared news, and stole brief moments of comfort before the overseer's arrival. But this morning was different. Heads stayed down, eyes avoided one another, and an unsettling silence hung over the plantation. From the porch of the big house, plantation owner Richard Caldwell watched the workers gather. He didn't know it yet, but that silence would become the greatest nightmare of his life. 3 nights earlier, an enslaved man named Elijah had returned from a neighboring plantation. While loading supplies at a river dock, he had overheard something extraordinary. A group of abolitionists was helping enslaved people escape north. A guide would arrive near the plantation within a week. There was a chance, perhaps the only chance many would ever have, to escape. But there was a problem. If word spread carelessly, someone would talk. Someone would be caught, and everyone would suffer. So Elijah told only one person. His wife. His wife told only her sister. Her sister told only her husband. The message moved slowly through the quarters like a shadow. No names, no details, no questions, only one instruction. Tell no one what you know. Within days, nearly every enslaved person on the plantation understood that something important was coming. Yet nobody spoke openly. Even children sensed the tension. At night, cabins that normally buzzed with conversation remained quiet. The plantation owner noticed. So did the overseers. Richard Caldwell stood on his porch and frowned. Something felt wrong. Very wrong. The next morning, he ordered his overseer to investigate. What are they hiding? He demanded. The overseer spent the day questioning workers. No answers. He threatened punishments. No answers. He offered rewards for information. Still nothing. Every person claimed ignorance. Every face appeared calm. Every voice spoke the same words. I don't know. Days passed. The silence continued. Soon rumors began spreading among the white workers and overseers. Was a rebellion being planned? Were weapons hidden somewhere? Were outsiders secretly visiting the plantation? Nobody knew. Fear grew larger than facts. The less information they had, the more dangerous the unknown became. At night, Richard Caldwell stopped sleeping. Every creak outside his window made him sit upright. Every barking dog sent him reaching for a lantern. His plantation suddenly felt different. It no longer felt under his control. Then came the storm. Rain hammered the plantation one moonless night. Thunder shook the cabins. The overseers stayed indoors, grateful to avoid the weather. But while the storm raged, shadows slipped quietly through the darkness. One cabin door opened, then another, then another. Families moved silently toward the woods. No crying, no talking, no hesitation. For months, perhaps years, many had dreamed of freedom. Now that moment had arrived, and silence protected them. By sunrise, nearly 30 people had disappeared. The plantation erupted into chaos. Horses were saddled. Search parties raced into the forests. Dogs were brought in. The owner demanded answers. Who organized this? Who knew about it? Who helped them? But nobody spoke. The people left behind remained silent. The people captured revealed nothing. The people who escaped vanished into the vast network that would later become known as the Underground Railroad. Weeks passed. Most of the escapees were never found. For Richard Caldwell, the loss was devastating. Not simply because workers had escaped, but because he never learned how it happened. He never discovered who planned it. He never uncovered the network behind it. The answers remained locked away forever, protected by dozens of ordinary people who understood one simple truth. Sometimes survival depends on silence. Years later, former workers would remember that stormy night. Not for the fear, not for the danger, but for the courage. Because on a plantation built on control, the most powerful weapon wasn't a gun or a knife. It was a secret shared by an entire community. A secret nobody betrayed, and that silence became the plantation's greatest nightmare. For the people seeking freedom, it became their path to survival. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you go.